Grab.
Here we
Go. It's the mystery box episode, everybody. Here we go. It's an episode for a lot of things today.
Let me record, sir.
Oh, never let you record. Never ever. Let me see here. God dang it. Where is this boy? And why isn't it letting me let him record? There you go. You have the freedom now, my friend. Because I allow it.
What are you drinking, AJ? In your
Well, that's a great question. So, depending on how well the internet connection works today at the moment, because it seems to be a little wonky, I'm going to be drinking a non-alcoholic beverage because, drum roll,
you have the herpes.
You're right, yes, because I have herpes today. No offense to anyone that has herpes. I have, yes, I have. I can't believe I actually get to say this. Get to like it's an honor. Wow. I actually apparently caught COVID. We'll see. Yeah. I took 2 rapid tests and both came back positive, or like a weak quote unquote positive. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
kind of weird.
You do have it or you don't?
I'm pretty sure I do because I mean it's like a 90-something% chance that it's a false. I'm sorry. There's like a 90% chance that it's accurate, and I took 2 of them. I got a second opinion from 2 just to make sure, and I take a PCR test tomorrow, which is apparently as accurate as it gets. So I mean, we'll see. But so the lines that had to show up on my test, the positive line were both somewhat faint, but they were there.
Okay.
And I was like, oh crap, okay. And the second one was more faint than the first one, but regardless, it was what it was. So here I am.
In your gauge, losing your
Yep.
mind, I'm assuming.
Yeah, something like that for sure. So to answer your question, I'm drinking some nice sweet tea today. Not even a kick of something special in there or anything. I considered it though.
Just the tea. Well, I'm joining you. Oh, as you can tell, there's no beer. So I guess new pot, new AJ, new John, new style. LaCroix.
Wow, he's drinking a La Croix. Very fancy. Wow, yeah. First time for a few things on the show. AJ's got COVID and John has no beard.
Weird.
I'm trying to think of the last time I've seen you without a full-fledged beard, and I want to say it's been, what would you say, like maybe 2 years?
Yeah, probably. It was at my mom's birthday party, like her 80s themed one.
That's right. Okay. I was gonna say I remember it was somewhat recently, but yeah, okay. It was definitely within 5 years. So good to know. How long did you shave it like completely down?
Yeah, use the razor and everything.
Nice, because yeah, you have like a good 5 o'clock shadow going on at the moment.
Yeah, I did it on Thursday.
Okay, all right.
Like
so it's been like almost a week.
Yeah,
crazy. Not bad at all. How do you like it?
I hate it.
Why'd you do it then?
It's the worst. Oh my god! I want my beard back. I'm sorry. I may have overreacted.
It's okay. No. You reacted just the right amount. It's okay. So what made you shave it? Just to try it or what?
Yeah, just why not? There we go. There's John with the mustache.
No.
Yeah.
No. That guy is not named John. That guy is named Jones. First name and only. That's all he has. He doesn't get a last name, just Jones.
John with the goatee, pervert John.
Oh wow. No, I think the last one was pervert John. That was I'm gonna shank you, John. If you touch my rubber ducky, you get in prison. Wow. Okay.
And of course, the Charlie Chaplin.
I'm glad you went with the comedic taste of Charlie Chaplin instead of another, I don't know, let's call him a Germanic figure of sorts. So very good that you went with Charlie Chaplin on that example.
No idea.
No, not at all. Holy crap. Well, I'm glad you took the time to go through some different phases as you whittled down the glory that was your beard. It'll come back though. I would love to see what it looks like within like a week or two's time from now. It'll look really nice once it's like really grown out a little bit. You get a lot more stubble going on. It'll look tight.
It's not so fucking sandpapery.
Right,
The
exactly.
fucking worst. Hate it.
How's Yvonne been liking it? Does she appreciate the cleanliness of it?
The cleanliness of it at the beginning, yes. Now it's sandpaper.
Right. She doesn't even want to kiss you anymore.
Not right now. She says it's nothing but pain. And I respond to
Nothing.
her with you complain when I have too much hair. You complain when I don't have enough hair.
There.
What am I doing?
It's all good. We all can't be beautiful like Ashton Kutcher. What was that? I remember that show, 2.5 Men. There was a moment where he joined the show, like near the tail end of its existence,
Yes,
and there
they
was a
fired
really
Charlie
kind of
Sheen.
funny part where he's like making out with like the mom of the show, and she's like, "Oh, you shaved your beard. It hurts, but I kind of like it." I don't know. I've always kind of like that, but obviously a stud like that can kind of pull it off.
Yeah, not me, not a stud.
B-
Sandpaper
yeah,
doesn't work for
way
me.
way better than schmucks like you and I. So it's okay.
Oh, all the bubbly.
Right. But
If I try hard enough, it'll be a seltzer.
oh, I know, right? Oh, if you imagine hard enough, your LaCroix will become. I'm
Oh,
sorry, your LaCroix will become a seltzer.
I'm gonna be so drunk. Oh.
You should just out of the fun of it, just hold in your burps from the LaCroix too, if you can. You already
I'm,
have you already have a lot of space since you let out one big bubble. Now let's just see what it builds up to.
so you're saying until the end of the episode, I'm good, bro. The last time we did it was for like 20 minutes.
It
And
was
I'm not gonna
terrible.
go through that hell unless you're going through it too.
I mean, the sweet tea might make me burp. Maybe that's the
That's not
strongest
the
maybe in my
same.
life.
I'm not your performing monkey. I'm not gonna just do it. You're the man in the cage. You're the one who can't be out in public. I'm good. You dance, monkey. You dance.
I do feel like kind of like an exhibit animal. My dad will come swing by and drop me off food every once in a while. I'll peek in,
Peanuts.
see what I'm doing, and leave. See if I'm playing
And
with
you're
my own
like,
feces. Exactly. Sin will stop by and drop off laundry for me. She peeked inside and was really like, "Oh, you look like a hobo. Oh, you're living like one too." So it's been a journey. Oh, I think I lost you for a moment, sir. Are you there? All right, so we're back. Seamless transition, of course. Fuck the internet. I have no idea where we were. So, just to get things rolling a little bit, we are Beer Belly. To anyone who has not listened to the show, if you're new around here, I don't know why you're joining on episode 50. I believe this is episode 50, but
Yep.
welcome. Either way, we typically, as the name of this show might presume, we occasionally and do typically drink beer, other alcoholic substances. But again, to me apparently being COVID positive, we're going
Damn you.
non-alcoholic today. Yay!
Yay.
So this is our life right now. This is what we've become, sir.
Well, I didn't have to do it, but I was like, I'll join you. I'll suffer. One episode, maybe 4 episodes, however long you're sick. Although you might be faking it, who knows?
Right? Could be. I mean, if I can fool the test, I'm down. But hey, you know what? According to, you know what? I probably shouldn't even say this, but fuck it. According to the CDC, I'm good to go back into the wild within a few days from now, actually.
5 days.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, the small print is so long as the patient is not showing any symptoms, but you know, which is great. But at the same time, it's like, is that really cool to cut it by half? I mean, I feel like that's more of like a so businesses can continue to run properly without losing all their staff. I feel like, and also like for, I mean, maybe I'm putting on the tinfoil hat a little bit, but I feel like that's more what it's for the economy more than for the individual. I don't know. That's weird. I don't want to get too political with it.
Well, if you think, yeah, let's not do that. No, no, we're not that kind of podcast.
We are
So-
definitely not.
Spider-Man, you finally saw it.
No, yeah, let's talk Spider-Man actually. If you're there. Oh God, I lost him again. No. All right. Recording in progress indeed. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back once again. Holy
Yay.
crap. Episode 50, y'all. A nice round number, a nice round way to challenge our internet connections every day at a time. We live in Southern California. How are our internet connections so shaky? You would think that we'd
No.
be fairly modernized around here.
Give me Google Fiber already. Shit.
I know, Jesus, that would be so fucking sexy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think we might not have glitched out right before you brought up Spider-Man, because last time we talked, you had seen No Way Home. I had not yet. When you gave me all the spoilers, but also none of the spoilers. Thank you very much. I
All the
appreciate that.
spoilers.
Yeah, I have to admit, for like a day after that, leading up to watching it, I was like, God damn it! If anything he says come to fruition, I'm gonna be pissed. So
One
to
of these
anyone who listened to,
days,
yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna keep the joke going for a while, and then one of these days, I'm gonna actually sneak in a real spoiler. And you think you can trust me, and I'm
All
gonna
right,
fuck you.
it's a bold strategy. I can appreciate that. Most definitely. So if anyone hasn't seen Spider-Man No Way Home since last episode we talked, which was last week, um, I guess spoiler alert, X-Men
Yeah.
aren't in the movie.
Are you sure?
You know what?
Isn't
That is a fair question.
Spider-Man technically a mutant of some sort?
Right, right. But then, okay, you know what? It's funny you mentioned that, because Sin and I were talking like a day or so after that. And I guess there's an episode where the X-Men join the Spider-Man animated series for a couple episodes or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Spider-Man's like, oh man, like he questions his humanity, wondering if he's a mutant. And I guess like Wolverine or
He's
someone tells him, well,
not.
no, you're not born with it.
Yeah, you don't have the Gene X. You were
Yes,
bitten by a
exactly.
radioactive spider, you dumb bitch. You can create spider webs, but you didn't know that's the reason why you're not immune.
You shoot webs at your ass, but you are no mutant, sir. Fair point.
Dumbass.
But yeah, what do you think? Are we just going like spoilerific as hell on this one? Just talking about what we liked, what we didn't like, what we loved?
Hey Jay. Okay, let's do this.
Oh God. Okay. While it lasts, I got to remember to somehow cut this. Its editing is going to be a bitch this time. God damn it.
God, you
It's
have
gonna.
time.
I have nothing but time, apparently, since I'm locked in this cavern of pain. This covetous cavern. Oh God. But anyway, yes, so Spider-Man No Way Home. Holy crap, what a treat. If you have not yet seen it, get the hell out. We are not drinking this episode, alcohol that is, but I still won't hold us responsible for spoiling your ass if you are still here. So go watch the movie if you absolutely haven't yet, and then come back, because there are crazy things. Crazy things.
Every single one of them.
Right.
There's 3 Spider-Men, like I said. I've been saying it. Men, not Spider-Man. Spider-Men.
Correct.
Spider-Men's, right? Because
Spider people.
they're from multiverses. Yeah, people, spider people. They are of some type of people. So
Exactly.
yeah.
There you go.
There's old Spider-Man, middle-aged Spider-Man, and little kid Spider-Man.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I loved it. Doctor Strange is amazing. It's amazing that his first movie wasn't garbage. It was just kind of boring. But the character is so good in all of the other movies. He's like the Hulk so far.
In that regard, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Sure.
We haven't seen Multiverse of Madness, which I'm sure is going to be amazing. But as of right now, he's basically the Hulk.
At this moment, as far as movie quality goes, yeah, possibly so. Possibly so. But yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get an amazing sequel. I imagine you saw the trailer, right, for Multiverse of Madness?
Which is at the end of the movie. Yeah, the end credit scene.
I think that's the first time for like an end credits scene. Instead of it being a scene, we got a full-on trailer, right? Is that the first time Marvel's done that?
No, I think they did it with another movie.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm trying to think of what it would have been, but at the time I was like, "Oh my god, like no, this is a full-on trailer that they're doing right now." It was pretty exciting.
There was rumors going around that that was gonna happen.
I see that was going to be the case.
Yeah, so I kind of knew it. I was like, well, I knew it. I really ruined this one for myself. I remember the day where I said I was not gonna watch one trailer, not one. I broke that promise in like 0.45 seconds.
That's awesome. Did you know how the movie was going to go before you even watched it? I
uh,
imagine as far as No Way Home goes, I mean.
and there was big rumors that there was going to be a character that was going to die. It was going to be really emotional. Green Goblin was the main villain. Daredevil, obviously. The Doctor Strange, the three Spider-Men. I think that might be it.
Yeah, you heard a lot of theories going into it, but I mean, I think a lot of people already had a strong idea that we were going to get the three Spider-Men from the live action films.
I
That one was
mean,
just like we were just waiting to see how it was going to happen, you know what I mean?
Jamie Foxx ruined it. I'm sure you know about that.
Actually,
Like
no, I don't.
months ago, he posted something on Instagram saying, "I can't wait to fight the three Spider-Men again," or some shit like that. Uh,
Oh, really? Oh,
and then
what a dope.
and they deleted it like right away. Probably got a call
Wow.
from Mr. Feige. Mr. Feige.
Exactly. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? So I think he was the first one to kind of low key confirm it.
Right. I could see that. I mean, there were also like pictures of Andrew Garfield on a set and possibly in Spider-Man garb a little bit, but I mean, I don't know how accurate that was or if those pictures were real or not. But I don't know. But either way, I mean,
Anyways,
I will say it was obviously a really hype movie, though. Just to get into the movie itself, it was pretty freaking crazy. Like I really liked the way that they handled Andrew Garfield's reveal in the movie. I thought
oh,
that was really cool. And then I was just a little underwhelmed with how casually they just did the same thing with Tobey Maguire, like right after. I mean, it was still cool, and I still freaked out and everything when I saw him on screen. When I actually saw Tobey Maguire walk into frame, I was like, "Oh my god, they did it!" But at the same time, I was like, "Oh, they just did the same exact thing with this
that's
guy,
okay.
but less exciting the second time around."
I'm glad we're both kind of on the same page on that because I was gonna say that it was kind of lazy.
It was a little lazy. I will say this though, just to go into a little detail, just to add positivity to what I'm saying. So I remember there's the movie again. Get the hell out if you don't want to be spoiled, but too late
They
now.
all die. Every
So
one of
so
them dead.
Ned, you find out he
Ned
actually
dead.
has magic in him. It's really
Magic
sick.
kills them. Magic head
Magic
off.
kills them all. And they want to find Peter, and they find Peter, and
Who's dead?
who's dead? They find his naked dead body. Why is he naked? Nobody knows.
Presumably the magic.
Presumably a Green Goblin got him. You know, that's why he's always having that sinister laugh. He's like, I finally got Peter in more ways than once. But he got him, and you see like Spider-Man, and he's all beat it's in the dark and I can't tell what's going on, but then he's walking toward the screen, and at first I'm like, okay, cool, they found him. That was a little convenient and easy. And then all of a sudden, once the camera takes time to really let Spider-Man enter the scene, I was like, I think everyone kind of caught on to what was happening, and that's when it became really epic to a degree. And you realize, oh my god, it's Andrew Garfield. That was ridiculous. Like, I imagine your entire theater went crazy too.
Yeah, I was one of those people that I think before everybody realized it, I was like, "That's not regular Spider-Man."
I thought it was a little convenient for about a second, and then yeah, once the camera took a little time, or once Spider-Man took a little extra time to reveal himself, I was like, "Oh, okay, here it is, here it is. Oh shit!" And it was awesome. And then yeah, like 5 seconds later, they do the same thing with Tobey Maguire, but it was even less exciting. I would have much rather. Why not just have him just fall into the universe. And then I don't know. I just think that at least they could have done the second reveal a little more interestingly. That's just me though. I don't know.
No, I totally agree. It was dare I say a little bit of the same.
Yeah, yeah, very much like
Well,
the same thing, but it was even less interesting just because like he was chilling at home in a hoodie and a t-shirt and some
and
pajama
then
pants, I think.
one right after the other too.
Yeah, yeah, like exactly, like right after the other. I kind of wish they would have found a more fun way to throw Tobey Maguire in, but at the same time, I mean, don't get me wrong. The entire time I got to see the three Spider-Men on screen together, like just talking to each other, was awesome. It was just super funny. They did things like some fan service moments where just the Spider-Men are just talking to each other a few times for like 5 minutes at a time, and they didn't have to make it go that long, but they did, and it was kind of
Yeah,
fun. It was
they
pretty
had good
fun.
banter. It was nice.
Yeah.
I like that Andrews was the depressed Spider-Man,
Yeah.
probably ready to jump off of a bridge.
He would have swung himself back to safety, but he would have done
But
that to himself for the rest of his life.
yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. Never mind. I'm gonna swing away.
No, yeah, I'm
One
Spider-Man.
day the ink cartridge is gonna run out. Though he's playing Spider-Man roulette right there. One day he's gonna try to swing and save himself, but he knows the ink cart or the web cartridge is gonna run dry.
I love how they acknowledge Toby and they like really make it a thing. Fucking hilarious.
That he has the biological web in him.
Mm-hmm.
Does it come out of anywhere else?
I would have been like, yes.
Yes, it does. Why do you think I have children?
So this goes back to the age-old question, AJ. If they
Which is,
all three of them had a makeout party, would it be gay or masturbation?
I would say a little bit of both. Gay masturbation.
Gay masturbation.
Oh yeah. And actually, now
Well,
that you mention it, I bet this is doing wonders for the gay porn community right now. There are probably so many Spider-Man three-way porn productions happening right now. So if anyone knows of any, let us know at Beer Belly Pod on all the socials. Find your favorites, link them to us.
don't you dare say they never give to the communities.
Exactly.
Marvel's always giving.
Right. There, your inspiration. It's the movie is basically written for you guys. Now just go make it. I can't wait. Can we direct and produce this porn? I think we really should.
I'm not acting in it though, AJ.
You don't have to act in it. I just want you beside me with that same Charlie Chaplin mustache and just be my producer. Be my co-producer for the film.
This isn't code word for fluff, right?
Oh, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. We have actors. We need to get them into their parts. So, I mean, Spider-Man Blow Way Home all day.
Makes sense. I'm the producer. I gotta make those sacrifices, of course.
See, now you're getting it. That's why you have executive in your title. There you go.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's do it.
Executive producer. There you go. In Spider-Man Blow Way Home. I like it. Let's do it.
We're getting sued. We're definitely getting sued.
Very much so. Our dreams of working with Marvel and Disney shattered.
Dad.
There you go. Sony, no more. But I definitely look forward to this film. Anyway, but yeah, the movie was sick. Obviously, it was cool to see Electro. Speaking of Jamie Kennedy, wow,
That's racist.
pretty much, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Confusing
my
a black
God.
guy for a white guy.
Yeah, that's not good, especially in a Hollywood sense. But but anyway, seeing like kind of like teasers of like the original Electro kind of look with like the like I don't know that like electric shock kind of like face mask whenever he does his electro powers was pretty sick.
Yeah,
So
it was
Jamie
nice.
Foxx was pretty cool in the movie. He was pretty cool.
He had his arc reactor and a whole new soul, I would say.
Yep. Yeah. It was actually pretty damn cool. And then
He's a different character. He's the same character.
Yeah, essentially so. I did love that they teased like Black Spider-Man with Jamie Foxx as well. Not him being Black Spider-Man, but like he was really hoping that Peter would be black. And it's like, well, There may
Maybe
just
there's
be a
one
black
out there.
Spider-Man out
Yeah.
there. Maybe there's one. So it just
Well,
goes to show.
they
What's
say
that?
Mars' name in like the first Spider-Man, right?
They say who?
Mars Morales. They say his name, don't they? In like the
Oh,
first
oh,
Spider-Man,
oh. They don't
Donald Glover.
say his name, but remember, um, Donald Glover. He's in the film, and it's like it's presumed that he's like the uncle of Miles Morales, essentially.
Is the name though?
Oh, does he have
Maybe
the
not the
name
whole.
Morales?
Maybe not the whole name. Maybe he just says the first name, but he just say one part of that name.
Oh, okay. He might have his last name might have been Morales, the character. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen the film. But yeah,
Yes,
I do look forward to
he's in
seeing it
that
again sometime.
universe. Oh, it's gonna happen.
Eventually. I wonder who they're gonna get to play Spider-Man Miles Morales though. That'd be pretty tight.
Donald Glover,
No way, he's
please.
too old. I doubt
Don't
it.
care.
No offense to Donald Glover at all. Childish
All the
Gambino's pretty
offense to
sick.
him. You
All
too
the offense.
old. You can never be Spider-Man. That's
You know what?
disrespectful.
Fair point. He could play old Miles Morales just like Tobey Maguire played old Peter Parker. So there you go. It's only fair.
You know, Michael Keaton is old. And he's Batman. Like currently Batman. So
Is that
don't
confirmed?
disrespect. Yeah, he's in the Flash movie. That's been confirmed for like 2 years.
The Flash movie hasn't even come out yet.
I know, but it's already been confirmed that he was casted for the movie and is already in the movie. And I think there's even like stills of him in the movie.
Oh, that's cool then. Okay. I'm open to it for sure. I can't wait to see what it turns into. That'd be sick.
Sames.
Were you going to share something on your screen or was that earlier? Or did you already?
I did. Let me share it again. It's just
So
a Jamie
unimportant.
Foxx
I just blew it off.
spoiling it.
Oh, I see. Oh, there we go. Tell Spidey, let's run it back. Super excited to be part of the new Marvel Spider-Man new installment. Can't wait for y'all to check the new one. And I won't be blue in this one, but 1,000% badass. Hashtag swipe left.
And then he
Oh,
posted that
wow.
picture. I couldn't tell you the
Jamie
date.
Foxx. Why would you do that, dude?
What
How
date
weird.
did he do that? And this was like far back.
That is really weird that he did that. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, do you really? I mean, I don't know. That's just so weird, especially because they never, ever marketed like leading up to the film. Sony and Marvel did not market at all that they were going to be 3 Spider-Men. So it's like he definitely like let the cat out of the bag. Again, even though there were announcements and rumors everywhere for there to be 3 Spider-Men, it's just unfortunate that he did that.
Do you see how far back this was?
Oh wow, yeah, last year, over a year ago. Holy crap.
So he confirmed it before rumors even started. He's the reason there were rumors.
That's so rough. And the movie would have done great either way. It's too bad. That's too bad. But I mean, regardless, I mean, I guess the rumors probably would have started uproaring because of him. But I mean, even someone who didn't hear about his mess up, his mistake, I mean, everyone I'm probably sure already had an idea of what was going to go down in this film anyway. Even if Sony and Marvel did do a great job of hiding it themselves. And we're back once a freaking again. May the internet gods bless us this day. We've tried recording this damn episode too many times. Now it's what's that?
24 hours ago.
It was the original run of this episode. And now we're back. I think our internet connection has Omicron. I think that's the problem.
I think it definitely does. Fucking awful. This is your fault. You gave it to everything.
I give it to the internet. That's fine. That's very fine with me.
Awful. Terrible.
Today, though, it being a day later since we first tried recording this, which is what you were listening to earlier, I'm already feeling a lot better, as John asked earlier. Almost no coughs. And so today, I think just to make sure my palate is cleansed of any bacteria and that can kind of wash down through my body, just to kill everything, I have the smallest pour of something a little nice in this mug here. So we'll see how things go.
That sounds like whiskey.
Clean myself out. It's exactly what it is. Yeah,
You're an alcohol agent.
I very well may be.
How
And it
long
looks
have you
like
gone down a drink?
what's that?
Oh, this is a bitch.
The internet connection is a little funky. Say again. What was that?
I said, you're an alcoholic. How long have you gone without a drink?
Not long. I'll
Oh
say
my
this:
god.
when I first found out I was positive, I was really good. I was really really good, and so I left everything alone. And then today, like I said, I figured, oh, I'm feeling really good. And again, I want to be able to cleanse my body. What better way? When your baby's crying, rub it on the gums. What do? You rub it on the gums.
Yeah,
When
makes sense.
when somebody has COVID and you've nicely recovered from it, to just make sure everything else is stripped out of your body, a little whiskey. The CDC does not advise this, though, by the way.
I don't think John does either.
It's okay.
Well,
It's the tiniest of sippy boys. So, and I'm going to take even tinier sips than what this sip has to offer. But I do have water off to the side as well.
I'm having water for today. Mm.
Very
Hey,
good.
Adrian, we tried a new method and we broke the episode. We tried non-alcoholic, and the episode literally broke.
You know what? I know it. I think that's a sign. I think that's definitely a sign. In fact, no, I don't want that kind of relates to something I wanted to briefly talk about after we're done talking Spider-Man. It just sucks that, God dang it, I feel like us talking about Spider-Man yesterday and then talking about it today, I just want to make sure that we actually do give the movie some justice. Not that we have to go full into details, but I mean, it was definitely a crazy movie.
It was super good. All three of the Spider-Men were amazing. Most of the villains were good, except for, again, spoilers. We already said this earlier, but spoilers. The Lizard had literally nothing to do. Why was Sandman there? Um, it was a little weird that Jamie Foxx was a completely new person, but I still like the character a lot.
I can give you that. If I may, I do remember like
Doc Ock, fucking
Electro,
dope.
he started to feel
Green Goblin,
himself a bit
amazing.
more as he gained his powers in Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I guess that's kind of like where things left off for him in this movie. But even
Mhm.
still, yeah, he was pretty different though. Like you didn't really get that much of like a sociopath vibe from him, you know?
You don't turn nerdy to cool in just by transporting to a portal. I don't think that's how it works.
Not even the MCU can turn that nerd that cool.
I,
Come on
I'm
now.
I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying he was a bad case of nerdism and needed that rehab.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I mean, he still had like we talked about earlier, like the nerdy like shock like electro mask from like back in the day in the comics and all that. But I kind of like that. I feel like they
Which was
did a
cool.
good
It
justice
was subtle.
of yeah, yeah, exactly. It was subtle. It wasn't like I mean, there's no way they can make the original Doc Ock haircut look good, and so I'm glad that they
Mm-mm.
never went for that thing. But
Agree.
with Alfred Molina, but at the same time, again, they brought back the tentacles for that character. For Electro, they bring back like the little electricity around his face that looks pretty damn cool. Like they pulled it off really well. But I agree. So I listened to our last episode earlier last week and over the weekend, and yeah, you made a really good point of saying that there were just some characters that didn't necessarily have to be there or didn't have much to do, and along those lines is what you said, and I have
Yeah.
to agree. Like my mind immediately after seeing the movie, my mind went to Lizard, and I was like, oh yeah, definitely, like that. Just that character did not really have to be in there very much, and it wasn't, luckily.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. Literally a waste of space and probably 4 minutes. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, I guess he taught them how to fight like a team, which is also a really cool moment in the movie. Like they just briefly like let young Peter, be the leader because he's the only one that actually has worked as a team, which was kind of like a cool concept. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like how just kind of jumping around how Venom actually is like, or Eddie Brock. So there's superheroes in this place.
Exactly, exactly. You're in the Avengers? Wait, wait, wait. wait, hold on a second. Are the Avengers a band? Are you in a band? Something like that. It's just kind of cool to see that like everything that we've seen for the past like 11 years now, 12 years now is irrelevant to all these different multiverses, which is kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what else has been going on within those universes that we haven't been watching cinematically, that is. Like obviously the timeline has been going on all this time cuz Tobey Maguire's now older as the character as well, as is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Peter Parker, that is, has grown older since the beginning as well. So it's like, okay, what has been going on within those universes? I wonder if they'll ever revisit that. I highly doubt it. But
What's
it's
very
still,
depressed.
yeah. Until they get their glory back, which is really cool. They got redemption.
Yeah. Still
Everyone,
depressing though.
yeah, still a little depressing. I loved how he was like the one that wanted to love everybody, though. He just wanted to be pals.
He
just
was
wanted to be
great, yeah.
brothers.
I remember thinking he was funny in the first Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, he got the quippiness really down, I thought.
Yeah. But I don't remember watching the second one too much, so irrelevant.
Yeah, I
Who
remember being
cares?
pretty hyped for the second Amazing Spider-Man, and I was just slowly but surely like, yeah, this is kind of cool at times, but ultimately just kind of weird. I don't know. You get Paul Giamatti as Rhino at the very end of it too, if you remember. That was kind of
Yes.
fun.
At the very end.
I think they
Um
even reference it, yeah, in the movie.
I'm gonna jump to Daredevil. I don't know if I said this in the previous
Go
24
for it.
hour recording, but he was just kind of shoehorned in.
Yeah, I mean, the theater got really hype when we saw him on screen. Like that was really cool. Seeing Matt Murdock over there, like chatting up Peter Parker and everything. But yeah, ultimately, I was thinking, okay, cool. They teased him in the beginning. He's gonna come back at the end, and he's gonna help the Spider-Man win the day. Never again seen.
Nope. One and done. One and done. He was
He gets
literally a 30-second man.
right. He gets a really cool, quick scene where he catches a brick, and then he's done his duty as a
That's
lawyer.
it.
Pass the bar. I'm out. Peace.
Drop
Yeah,
the
that was a
brick.
little unfortunate.
I'm out.
He caught the brick, kissed it really quick, gently, and then walked away. Case solved.
So there's like
He's
some
closed.
rumors obviously that there are
Mhm.
deleted scenes or cut scenes where he was in it a little bit more, where he actually shows them defending Peter Parker and him
Oh,
actually speaking to him a little bit more than what we actually saw. So it would have been nice to maybe see that. It was just so quick.
yeah, that would have been really cool, actually. Like, I mean, what? The movie's already like, what, 2.5 hours? What's another 5 minutes at this
Yeah.
point? Whatever.
You
I
knew
mean,
everybody was gonna
I
lose their shit.
I do have to give this movie credit in that it does, for the very most part, move at a nice clip to where you're not like waiting on scenes for very long or anything. But other than that, I mean, I guess I could see maybe why they cut it thin for time. But ultimately, I mean, it's 5 more minutes of fan service that people actually want. You know what I mean? Like everyone gasped in the theater I was in when they saw him sitting down in the apartment. I imagine it was the same for you guys.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah.
So, and I'll tell you the other one, the other rumored alternate ending is, and it's just rumored obviously. Um Doctor Strange just sends everybody back to their universes.
Mhm.
Nobody forgets who Spider-Man is, and Spider-Man breaks up with MJ, and he like distances himself from once they graduate high school.
Oh, damn. That's actually
A
okay.
little bit more
I dig
dark.
that. I dig that. Like, I mean, it was kind of like a somber ending either way, like very bittersweet. But I don't. I mean, I'm even though I was desperately kind of sad when this ending that we did get happened. At the same time, I'm interested to see where they go with it from here. And so I'm happy with the one we got. But I do like the idea of the one you brought up, though. That does
Yeah,
sound pretty crazy.
it's different, but you know they're gonna get their memory back.
Eventually, somehow, some way, he's gonna give her the kiss of truth, or she him, and then everyone's gonna remember
And
everything
then yeah,
somehow.
it's a Disney movie, so that's how Disney movies work. Magical kisses,
There's gonna be a song and dance number and everything. It's gonna be
birds
great.
making your clothes, a deer dying at the beginning. You know, just Disney stuff.
You know, you're right. He already lost the parental figure. that got killed. So now at this point, it's going full Disney movie. You're right. You're
You
absolutely right.
know, while we're on that subject,
Oh no. Okay, go ahead.
what happened
I okay, so it was kind of. I mean, okay,
to her?
so when Aunt May gets killed,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
like the glider like slams right into her, knocks her on
Right.
her ass really hard. I just think
Right.
it broke her back and she died.
But there was blood.
I mean, there must have been internal bleeding as well because it smacked her so fucking hard.
But
Because I mean,
internal
it does hit her
bleeding.
really hard, and she's just like a little lady, you know.
If I'm wrong, I might just be ignorant to this, but internal bleeding means on the inside, right? Or does it come out?
I don't appreciate being made to laugh this hard while I'm sick. That's a great point. I it was internal that became external bleeding.
Oh no, the COVID's making him stupid.
I know, right? That is interesting. Well, you know what though? I mean, maybe she went down the same way that Green Goblin went down in the first Spider-Man movie, because those things have daggers on them, you know? Maybe she got stabbed as well, but it doesn't show that exactly. It just shows her get fucking clobbered by the glider, like really bad. So I just took it as like a
Yeah,
strong concussive force that I guess now apparently may have stabbed her. I don't know, but I just think it just completely like crippled her to death. I have no idea. But that was kind of weird. Like, yeah, why did it have to go quite like that? Blow her up with a Green Goblin bomb.
yeah, or show the blades and then don't show the actual thing penetrating her. Like, show us.
Exactly.
I was a little surprised when she died, and I was even more surprised when I saw blood. I was like, wait.
Right. I mean, like, at first when it happened, I was like, oh my God, that's how they kill Aunt May. Oh my God, she's dead. She's on. And then all of a sudden she got back up, and I'm like, okay, cool. She's going to be all right. And then I mean, obviously it's just a sign of her body going into shock, and then her mind's trying to, take away the pain of the situation quite physically happening to her. But then eventually her body's no longer able to hold her up. So then she does ultimately just die, which it was a super emotional scene. Don't get me wrong. I think so. It definitely affected me. I remember
Tears.
holding Sin really close, like as it was happening. We were both tearing up. But if I may, just one critique, and maybe I'll feel differently the second time I watch it. I wanted to watch this twice before we talked about it. But unfortunately it didn't work out because I got sick. But
Got
anyway,
COVID.
with the Ovid. But oh, I thought that scene where he's like looking down at her crying and everything, I think that could have been cut a little short. Like he asks her to wake up probably 20 times when the first 10 times probably would have sufficed a lot better.
Would have been enough, yeah. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, I feel you on that. You
It
know a little
went
bit
a
of the
little
Batman.
long.
Where is it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll take that. That's actually a pretty badass scene. I know. Wake up, May. Wake up. Wake up. I probably would have appreciated that more than just him continuously asking her not to go, or however he put it. Again, emotional for like the first 5 times he asked. And then once it got to number 50, I was like, okay, yeah, she's clearly not waking up, dude. Like, we need to move on.
Yeah.
Movie's starting to drag a little bit. Get over it, bud. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. This was literally a movie about a kid who didn't get his way and killed his aunt because he didn't get his way. And
Jesus.
everybody's memories were erased about him because he didn't get it.
So look who gets off scot-free. He's
I mean, am I wrong? Is that not what happens?
That's pretty much what happens. Like, no one in the MCU no longer knows that Aunt May dying was his kind of fault. You know what sucks, now that we're on that topic? So Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, he doesn't mention shit about Uncle Ben getting killed in his movie, in his universe. Because Uncle Ben dies in that movie, in the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And it was another really emotional death, played by Martin Sheen. Actually, he was a great Uncle Ben, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong. The original Spider Uncle Ben in Tobey Maguire's movie was an excellent Uncle Ben, I think, as well. Excellent.
100%. Yep.
But Martin Sheen was awesome as well. And
Hmm.
Andrew Garfield didn't mention shit about him. He said, "Oh, I lost my Mary Jane, who's Gwen, and all that," which is like cool. Yeah, I get it. You lost your girlfriend. That sucks. Neck snapped, back snapped, done. But you're not going to mention Uncle that died as well. You've
He
clearly experienced
did.
more pain than all these guys. You're not going to give an honorable mention to the Unk. Damn. It's
Why
a
is the
little cool.
depressing Spider-Man bringing up his ex-girlfriend again?
Maybe it was supposed to be him that danced along in Spider-Man 3. Jeez. It's so sad. But anyway, it was a fun movie though. I don't get me wrong. I think this is one of the best MCU movies to date, but there was a lot of fan service as you talked about previous episode. I can see what you're talking about
Yeah,
now.
like I said,
But
it's
it was
definitely
awesome.
still like top three. It was still top three. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
the reason I don't think it's better than Winter Soldiers because it had gimmicks. Not a bad thing. I mean,
No.
gimmicks are gimmicks. They get you the win. I just, yeah, that Winter Soldier was just a solid movie from beginning to end with no gimmicks. It was bro love.
Exactly.
It's a
We'll
movie
call it
about bro love, man.
we'll call it what you called it last episode. Just simply bro love the movie. Yeah, that's all there was to it. And again, as I mentioned last time too, the only thing is we never saw that anything like that before, except for the comic book. So it was something new to so many people for the first time. So it was fun. I didn't know who the hell Winter Soldier was prior to that film. So it was really neat to kind of get to know that. And in
Yeah.
this movie, we've come to kind of understand what the MCU is capable of. And I think this movie takes it to another level, which is really fun. But at the same time, it's something that we've now kind of become accustomed to a certain degree. But this also was really neat. Like I was honestly getting really excited when all of a sudden Doctor Strange was trying to hold back the multiverse from colliding with their own and having all those enemies of Spider-Man
Mm-hmm.
gonna collide into them. I was looking forward to seeing what the hell they were gonna do with that. I thought that was gonna like end on some crazy
Was gonna
cliffhanger,
go on.
which
Yeah.
ultimately didn't matter and didn't happen. But at the same time, that was kind of cool. I dug it.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat.
Yeah, those are good. I mean, every scene that Doctor Strange was pretty good. It was pretty cool that to find out Wong is the new Sorcerer Supreme. Pretty happy about that.
That Wong is now right, no longer Doctor Strange. I guess
Yes.
that's cool.
Yes. So that explains why he was in Shang-Chi. And was he in another one or was it just Shang-Chi?
More
Was he in
recently,
Eternals?
he was in Shang-Chi, yeah, because he remember obviously he has that scene with Abomination. Is it?
Yes. And then the drunk karaoke.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot he shows up multiple times. That's actually a good point. So, wait, does that really declare him as the Sorcerer Supreme then? Why
He
is
said he
that?
was
Oh, wow. I don't even remember that. Oh,
because
shit.
yeah, were you drinking?
I was not. I went into that movie very sober, other than my tears.
Were you high? Were you California sober? Were you high?
That's funny
Be-
because I live a decent amount of my life not smoking anything. And so I wonder what that's even called because I'm from California, born and raised. And yet I definitely agree with the term California sober, but I don't know what that makes me then. A fucking square, I guess. An obtuse
uh,
triangle. A fucking
yeah, Doctor
rhombus.
Strange. He definitely says because he was gone for the 5 years. Wong stepped in,
Oh, I
so
totally missed that.
yeah.
I see. I must have been California
Yeah.
sober. That's a great point.
Mm-hmm. I still think you were
Gotcha.
drinking.
Right.
You just
I
didn't want
wish I
anybody to
had been,
know.
to be honest with you. Oh no, I told Sin before going in, I want to be totally sober for this moment because I don't want to have any excuse to need to leave the theater to go to the bathroom at any point. Fuck that. But also we got Ned with magic now. Apparently he's gonna join them. And so that's going to be really cool. He's going to join the Sanctum Sanctorum at some point, it seems.
At some point, yeah. I mean, whenever he gets his memory back.
right? I didn't oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that. You're right. Boys got to finish college first and then we'll see. We'll see.
Hmm.
Wait, by the way, when are they just going to let that actor be bald in the movies? Why does he have to have the like 90s best
The
friend
hair.
haircut?
Maybe
Just
now
let him
it'll
be
change.
bald. Maybe now that
Yeah.
he's going to take on more of like a I guess like a I don't know, he's going to join the Sanctum. At that point maybe they'll let him be bald cuz that's more to quote unquote character, I suppose,
Hmm.
if you want to do that.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
yeah, it was neat though. Again, I didn't think it was necessary, but it was kind of cool that they made him have magic though. That was sick. It was kind of exciting.
Yeah. And then they took it away.
That's true. But at least we know it lies somewhat dormant within him, I suppose, at this point. But yeah, it's cool.
So, in no order, is this top five or top three for you, or top 10?
Oh, I would
Doesn't need to be
probably
in any
say
order. Just
somewhere within the top five or so for me. Maybe, yeah, I would say just within recent memory, probably about top five. I don't think I can name them though off the top of my head. This might
no.
land somewhere around.
Yeah.
This might land somewhere around 3 to 5 though. I mean, Infinity War will always hold a special place for sure. Probably as like number one or number two,
Number
and
two of
then
mine.
oh god, from there I don't know. I've since watched Winter Soldier multiple times, and I think that belongs somewhere in the top five as well. Big time.
So good. Thor
No particular
Ragnarok. It's
order.
another great one.
Ragnarok's a classic that I've
It's
watched
really
multiple
good.
times. Admittedly, there are only like a small handful of MCU movies I've watched multiple times, at least from memory. Black Panther I've watched probably 2 or 3 times, maximum three, I
Same.
would guess. Avengers, that one I watched a bit more, maybe like up to 5 or so. Ultron is getting
Mm,
up there though. Ultron's like I think I'm on like watch through like 3 or 4 now at this point.
I'm telling you, it's good. When I rewatched it and I brought it up on the old podcast as the geek, I don't think you were, but Peter was talking all this shit. I'm like, it's a good movie. I don't know
Oh
what you're
no, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. More of the
We,
same is not bad.
we've talked about it on this show also. Age of Ultron is like actually freaking badass. I could see why maybe it's not the highest tier of Avengers films, but it's pretty
Yeah,
awesome. It's very
it's
awesome.
good.
You know what? The higher
Yeah.
pitched your voice gets, the less I believe you, though.
No,
Feel like you're
normally
trying to
that's
convince
true.
me and yourself at this point. But I do
We're gonna end
agree.
the we're gonna end the podcast. I'm gonna call Peter. Hey, guess what? I mean, it's that dumbass. It's like that stupid movie.
Thanks a lot. No, that movie's sick. That movie's sick. Sin and I
It's so
found out
good.
that it
Yeah, like
was awesome together. She and I were randomly chilling out like a couple years ago, maybe like 3 years ago, and we just randomly were thinking, "Hey, let's watch Age of Ultron." When was the last time we saw that movie? And so we put it on. Loved it ever since. The first time I remember enjoying it, obviously, because it's an Avengers
yeah,
movie. But after watching it a couple other times, it's like, oh no, this movie has like a lot in it, like a lot in it. It's kind of wild. It shows
yeah.
how overpowered and yet how underpowered the Hulk is, actually. I would say. Even in Ragnarok, Hulk is like a lot of people have criticized, like compared to the comic book universe, Hulk in the
They really
MCU is
toned him
kind of
down.
is very
A
toned down.
bitch,
Yeah,
a little bit of a bitch. Yeah,
pretty much. Like, I mean, he gets knocked out by punches left and right. He gets beaten up by Thanos. He gets beaten up by the Hulkbuster. He goes down by doesn't Thor beat him in
but
Ragnarok?
but when he yes, but when he's fighting a thunder god, it's a little bit too much. So what are we getting? What do we want? Do we want jiggly Hulk that takes all of the bullets and jumps 20,000 miles, or who fight thunder gods, or the Hulk that is a warrior that's just kind of there? I mean, he's still overpowered, but I see what people say.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
supposed to be like the strongest Avenger. I mean, they fucking set planet, and he comes back and
Right.
just whoops everybody ass.
Exactly. Speaking of which, actually, there's actually a brand new comic book run going on right now. I think it's only 2 issues in.
Thor
And,
versus
and
Hulk
what's that?
versus Hulk.
There is going to be a Thor Hulk comic coming soon. I don't know if it's out quite yet. I'm impressed that you know about that though. But then there's another one actually where, like, I don't want to spoil too much, but essentially it's Bruce Banner controlling Hulk within Hulk's like subconscious. It's kind of crazy. It's like, so
Okay.
it's like he gets the pure power, raw energy from Hulk, but also the smarts of Banner.
He's just Bruce
But
Banner.
he's basically gone like psychotic at this point. It's actually a really cool run so far, and so I'm enjoying reading more. Um, but yeah, but it's stuff like that to where I see like, okay, this is the Hulk that I see why people have such high expectations for and why they feel somewhat let down by where he's at in the MCU. But that said, if we're going to compare Jiggly Hulk that can jump 50,000 miles or to the Hulk we have now that fights thunder gods and, you know, titans and all that, I'll take the one we have now. And speaking of which, I think at this point, I have full faith that the MCU could create a really tight Hulk movie, whether it's World War Hulk or something like that. I feel like it's time.
Not anytime soon. You know that, right? Like, just I might be wrong. It may have changed, but I thought legally speaking, they use Hulk for his own movie.
I thought that was what the rights were as well. Like that can only be
Yeah.
solo movies for now, which is what I'm saying. I mean, I think that there could be a really good Hulk solo film, and maybe they'll sprinkle in some cameos here and there if they feel the need to, which is always fun when they do, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. He was pretty dope.
Hell
Ragnarok.
yeah.
So, but I guess to see a more ferocious, like World War Hulk, that's a version I wouldn't mind seeing either.
Absolutely. No, that would be so sick. I'm ready for something like that. 100%. Um, I guess, is there anything else you want to say about Spider-Man?
Watch it. They'll
Definitely.
die.
Yeah, if
They all
not by
die.
now, take the time. But be ready for them
Every
all to
single one of
die.
them.
Exactly. You know, I like to think that phrase that you always go to has lost a little bit of sting only because Infinity War is now a movie. And they do almost all
Oh,
die.
they all literally die.
So I mean, you know, at this point, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll expect it now. God damn it.
Oh my god,
Um,
good stuff.
One thing I do want to shout out real quick. So speaking of comics, today actually it's now what is it, December 29th. Happy birthday, sister. Um, one of them anyway. Um, a new comic just launched actually, which is gonna set the stage for like the Marvel comic universe for the year to come in 2022, and it's called Timeless, and it focuses around King the Conqueror. And I
Oh,
would just
okay.
recommend you, sir, and anyone that's listening, check it out. It's pretty freaking crazy. I don't know if it's going to run for any more issues, but the stage that it sets is really awesome. And one thing I appreciated about it is that I didn't need to know anything about anything in the comic universe to be able to appreciate what the fuck I just read. And I read it literally like I finished it about 30 minutes before you and I started tonight. So I'm pretty excited to for one, to read it again, and secondly for what the future has to come in the comic book universe. Pretty tight. Oh, and I think I lost John. I'm going to pause this for just a moment once again.
You boarded me with comic books, so I just dropped.
You had to abort. Well, I'm just going to say again, shout out to Timeless. Pretty tight. I would recommend anyone read it, including you motherfucker. It's actually pretty, take about what, 15-20 minutes out of your day. It's actually pretty epic. I think you in particular would appreciate a couple of the characters that end up playing a pretty big part in this comic. Once you get reading into it, I think you personally would appreciate it. Just throwing it out there.
And how many issues did you say it was?
Just the one that came out today. That's it.
Oh, okay.
It's a number one, and then it's just supposed to set the stage for everything that's to come. And again, I just liked it because you didn't have to even worry about, I guess, reading anything prior. It's kind of fun in that regard.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Unless there's anything else you wanted to chat about, my friend.
Don't read the comic book that AJ just talked about.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Great. All right. I think that fits in also with John's words of wisdom for the week. So we'll call it there. Before the internet goes any more crazy, we'll make sure that things go hopefully a lot more smoothly next episode. But if you have any suggestions on what we should talk about next time or drink as well, talk about or drink about, if you will. Beer Belly Pod on all the socials. Everything's linked in this episode descriptions as well, each and every single time. I'm AJ. That's John. We drink beer and we talk a lot of shit.
Sometimes not. Yeah.
Beer Belly.
Yeah. All the shit.
All right. There goes the outro music. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Me.